Previously on Sailing Aquarius. To Indonesia.
100,000 cocktails.
We left Kupang without a rally, but with a couple of boats from it. Our destination is about 120 nautical miles away, and it doesn't look like we will get strong enough winds to make it there with one jump. So we stopped just for overnight anchorage.
Hey babe, what's up? What are you doing?
Working on the videos.
Hey.
We are so behind. We didn't post for 2 weeks because we were sailing for Papua New Guinea to Indonesia, then Indonesia, and now we keep moving. And I set up an office in this prime location with a beautiful view, nice breeze.
There's one of our buddy boats, Chili B. And they flew by us, 47.7 first. But as you can see, we've got about 4 knots of current in here. And this is what it looks like with 4.5 knots of current. The wind against current gives you standing waves, so there you go. But small ones, but they're still standing waves. Not like the two mopeds. So just like that, we go from 5 knots of current with us to almost 1.5 against us. Unbelievable.
We anchored in this epic place called Kroko. We can see 2 volcanoes and this amazing patch of sand where locals were coming and going back and forth with their little boats all day long. In Kupang, water wasn't very clean, so we didn't feel like jumping in and cleaning Aquarius. But here it's time. After all this time in Marina in Papua New Guinea and passages to Indonesia, also a week in Kupang, but we can tell that we are very happy with prop speed, which we applied in end of March in New Zealand. And after almost 5 months, it's still looking good. And while in the water, we're gonna look around.
They're doing a music video over there. This was a beautiful anchorage. And now we're heading to the next one. We got about 12 knots true. And we've got 10 knots apparent. And we're still doing 5.6, which is pretty good.
Ooh la la! Nice glasses. And you? You're gonna put it on? Put it on? Woohoo! Nice.
Nice, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Yes.
Look, we don't even see them.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta hear the song. Much better.
I can tell by your eyes that you probably been crying forever. In the stars, in the sun, don't mean nothing to you that I feel.
We got invited for a dinner by a local teacher at his house. Food was great.
Beautiful or what? Look at this.
If I stay just a little bit,
And behind all those coconut trees and palm trees, there's a little city, well, little town. And the people are awesome.
This early morning, we needed to go to the bigger town to upload the video and do some provisioning. We were waiting for the bus by the school, and since the bus was late, Ken went to the school.
Was that? Oh, in the school? My new friend.
When the bus finally arrived, lots of bags were taken off and even more were put on. This continued all the way to the bigger town for a couple of hours.
Those tires are completely bald.
While we were privileged to sit inside, people doing all the heavy lifting were riding, well, in a doorway. Another stop to load up the bus.
Whatever it takes to upload the video.
First and most important stop, to get internet. It's cheap here in Indonesia, but quite confusing between local and regular data, so we keep topping it up. After that is taken care of, we were hoping for relaxed lunch by the water, but apparently that's not how they use their waterfront properties. Oh, but we took a lot of selfies. They are obsessed with it. And one selfie is not an option, at least a high five. And before heading back to the bus, we stop for fresh produce and other necessity. What we find out that in the small villages, they have only few choices of very basic food products to sell, and in the bigger towns, the anchorages are nowhere to be as nice, and the water usually is quite dirty. Following day, we go for a hike to get some exercise and also visit neighboring Muslim village. The village we visited yesterday was Christian, and despite being next to each other, it is not very common to have intermarriages between those two villages. It is very common here in Indonesia. When you just arrive, few little boats full of kids come chasing to your boat, asking for books and pens, almost in every single anchorage.
Bye, Zach.
And sometimes you get offered to buy fresh catch, like this man is offering octopus.
That's good.
Come back.
Small village, but quite loud. And the prayer starts at 7 o'clock. So
So we just came into this beautiful, pristine anchorage, and we left right away because we decided with our friends that we're gonna keep sailing, as today we have some wind and we know there is many pristine anchorages in front of us. Oh, but it's so beautiful and so cute. We are 7 knots, and we haven't seen winds for probably 10 days.
Not like this one. This is actually really nice being able to do 7 knots. But it's been many days since we've actually had wind to sail.
Yeah.
So it's a happy day.
Yeah, and where do we want to spend longer time?
At the end of this island, what's it called?
Flores.
At the end of Flores, we're going to spend more time because it's pristine water from what we hear, and there's a city right there, so we should be able to get internet. We'll have places to dive, snorkel, do all that stuff, and we'll actually see the Komodo dragons.
We have to go about 150 nautical miles to our ultimate place. That's where we would like to spend some time. Just chill. Oh, yeah, I guess you can't have it all. You come to these beautiful places, but hey, we have wind, so rather than running engine the next day, we're gonna take off.
Lay my troubles to rest, blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out.
So, how was your food?
Good. I heard yours was a little bit too spicy.
Yeah, it was pretty spicy.
What did you do?
I just put one little drop of this stuff.
Show how much.
Put this much in. That much. That's all I put in.
How much did you put in there? Oh, that's too much. Oh,
That was too
I
much.
only put.
Mars, nothing can break me. Oh no, nothing can break me. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna.
Now that was hilarious.
Oh my god. Hello.
Maybe that's it. Hello. How are you?
It was such a cool experience, but also it is so good to get away from these kids and the noise.
Where are you?
Get to the other side.
Oh, look at him.
Okay, I found some water in here, so now I gotta clean everything.
How do you think where the water's coming?
I have no clue. I don't know. It might be coming from these seals. These seals aren't very good anymore.
Next to our anchorage, there was a nice bar where we went a couple nights in a row for this good food and great live music. Our next stop via narrow passage to the tiny village famous for their weaving.
Hello.
Okay, watch out! Here we go!
Ice. You have ice.
Kita bahasa Inggris.
To go to.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said he will a little.
Beli. Bola api begini kok. Bola api. Ini kok.
Yay!
Kira ka.
Oh my.
Itu beli anak bidin. Mana ibu tuh? Anak jus lapang kok. Ini keluar masuk.
It might be in a way.
Punah sembra.
Yeah, Mister.
Aw.
Tudung.
Macam tundung tendeng. Pergi turis nang. Mia mungkin main. Ih, kali berapa? Tidak baik. Berapa? And action.
After quick and interesting visit, we are off to someplace safe and quiet for the next night. Next on Sailing Aquarius, Labuan Bajo and Komodo. Join us.
If you like this video, give us a like down below and click here to subscribe. That really helps us. And if you want to watch more of us, click one of those.
They said they came from Spanish.